Sweetheart, stop whatever you're doing right now. Stop scrolling. Stop texting him back. Stop breathing for 5 full seconds. Because in the next 10 seconds I'm about to hand you the 3 most expensive, most addictive, most dangerous words a woman can ever whisper into a man's ear. 3 little words that flip an invisible switch inside his brain and instantly turn his wallet, his black card, his offshore accounts, his entire net worth into nothing more than an extension of your perfectly manicured fingertips. I discovered them completely by accident in the back of a matte black Maybach, crawling through Dubai at 2 a.m. Whispered them to a man who'd spent the entire night bragging that he doesn't spoil women. Never has. Never will. And 48 hours later, he was wiring 6 figures to my account with the memo, just because you smiled at me like that. I've used these exact 3 words on hedge fund kings who close billion-dollar deals before breakfast, on crypto whales who buy islands for fun, on old money European heirs who were raised to never spend on anyone, on Grammy-winning artists who have women throwing themselves at them daily. And every single time, the result is identical. Within 7 days, his phone starts lighting up with Venmo notifications addressed to me. Surprise Cartier boxes appear at my door with handwritten notes. Random 5-figure thinking of you transfers hit my account while I'm getting a massage. And he starts asking, voice low and desperate, "Baby, what else would make you happy today?" Like spoiling me has become his new full-time job and favorite religion. Tonight I'm giving you those 3 words verbatim. The exact tone that makes them lethal. The exact moment to say them. The exact body language that makes them irreversible. Plus the complete follow-up system that keeps the money flowing month after month without you ever looking thirsty, ever begging, ever sending a single payment link. I'm talking about the 3 words that make him feel like buying you whatever you want is the greatest privilege of his entire life. Make him terrified that if he doesn't step up, another man will gladly take his place. Make him restructure his entire portfolio just to hear you moan thank you, Daddy, in that spoiled little voice he now lives for. I've watched these 3 words turn stingy millionaires into compulsive givers. Watched emotionally unavailable men who hate surprises suddenly book private jets just to see you smile. Watched players who ghosted every girl before me start apologizing in advance if they can't spoil me hard enough that week. If you've ever watched him drop 5 grand on sneakers or a watch while you're still splitting the dinner bill. If you've ever felt guilty for wanting the Birkin you deserve. If you've ever dimmed your desires because good girls don't ask for too much. If you've ever settled for flowers from the grocery store when you were born for Cartier. Stay glued to the screen. Because tonight, you stop apologizing for being expensive. You stop pretending you're low maintenance. You stop accepting anything less than being spoiled absolutely rotten. Hit that subscribe button and turn on every single notification right now. Because queens don't miss the masterclasses that turn men into open, endless, willing ATMs. Here they are. The 3 words that have paid my rent in Paris. My shopping sprees in Milan. My spontaneous trips to Maldives. My custom wardrobe. My everything. Make me happy. That's it. 3 syllables. Soft. Sweet. Devastating. You don't shout them. You don't demand them. You don't follow them with a wish list or a price tag. You look him dead in the eyes. Let the corner of your mouth curl into the tiniest, most spoiled smile, and you breathe them like warm honey over steel. Make me happy. Then you stop talking. You let the silence stretch until it's uncomfortable for him. Not for you. You watch his pupils blow wide. Watch his throat move as he swallows. Watch the exact second his brain rewires itself to associate your happiness with his own survival. I whispered it the first time in Dubai. Crimson nails tracing lazy circles on the back of his hand in that Maybach. And before the driver even reached the Burj Al Arab, he had already transferred 50 grand with the note, "Start shopping tomorrow." I said it in my Mykonos on a yacht at sunset, barefoot in a white bikini, hair still wet from the sea. And the tech founder who doesn't believe in spoiling sent his assistant on a helicopter to Athens that same night to pick up the exact crocodile Birkin ID glanced at in a magazine 2 weeks earlier. I breathed it in a quiet corner booth at Le Bristol in Paris, to a prince who laughed and said women always want something from me. And by breakfast, he had booked the entire top floor of the Ritz for my birthday he didn't even know was coming. Plus a custom Van Cleef necklace that arrived by armored courier before lunch. I murmured it over FaceTime to a Wall Street trader while I was getting a blowout in Beverly Hills. And he Venmo'd 25 grand before I even put the phone down, so you never have to look at a price tag again. The magic is never the words alone. It's the unshakable certainty behind them that you are worth whatever it costs to see that smile. And that, if he doesn't move fast enough, another man will beat him to it. You say it once, then you go completely silent and watch him scramble like his life depends on it. Because in that moment, it does. One of my private queens used it on a situationship who kept saying I'm not there yet financially. She whispered make me happy over dessert, kissed his cheek, and went home. 3 days later, he paid off her entire car note and sent screenshots begging for another chance to do better next time. Another used it on a boyfriend who hated surprises and suddenly found herself with surprise first-class tickets to Tokyo, a stay at Ammon, and a diamond tennis bracelet because nothing makes me happier than seeing you happy. Baby. Another said it to a man who told her on date 2, I don't buy girls things. Looked him straight in the eyes, smiled, and purred the 3 words. He laughed, nervous. The next morning, a brand new white G-Wagon was parked outside her apartment with a bow on it, and the title already in her name. You don't explain what would make you happy. You don't send links. You don't drop hints. You simply plant the seed and let his own imagination bankrupt him trying to impress you. Because the second he hears make me happy, his brain translates it to prove you're the man who deserves to keep me. And men will move mountains, empty accounts, and charter jets to win that title. I've watched these 3 words turn the stingiest millionaires into compulsive givers. Watched men who never spend on women suddenly develop a shopping addiction that only triggers when my name is involved. Watched players who ghosted every girl before me start apologizing in advance if they can't spoil me hard enough that week. You say it after he's already invested time, after he's tasted just enough of you to be terrified of withdrawal. But before he gets too comfortable thinking he has you locked down. You say it with the calm certainty of a woman who already knows 10 other men would kill to hear those words from her lips. You say it like you're giving him the greatest gift he will ever receive, the opportunity to finance your joy. If you're scribbling this down right now, gorgeous, drop make me happy in the comments 3 times so every queen watching knows exactly what to whisper the next time he's staring at you like he's already in too deep. And when the money starts pouring in, when his card starts declining because he's been spoiling you so hard, when he's sending screenshots of sold-out Birkins he paid triple for just to see your name on the waitlist, when he's asking every single day, voice cracking with need, did I make you happy today? Baby. Like his entire self-worth now lives between your smile and your silence. That's when you lock it in forever and turn make me happy into his lifelong religion. You reward him, but only with the rarest currency on earth. You're genuine, radiant, spoiled little girl delight. You let him see your eyes light up like Christmas morning when the package arrives. You send the voice note that says you really do know exactly how to take care of me in that breathy tone that makes him hard and proud at the same time. You wear the jewelry, post the flowers without tagging him so every other man sees what he's capable of. You let him watch heads turn when you walk into a room dripping in what he bought you. Then, right when he's floating on the highest high of being your hero, you disappear for exactly 24 to 48 hours. No explanation, no fight, just pure, luxurious absence while you get a massage in a different city. While you're trying on lingerie he hasn't earned yet. While you're laughing with your girls over champagne he indirectly paid for. I did this in Santorini after he gifted me a custom Van Cleef Alhambra necklace worth more than most people's cars. I kissed him stupid under the Caldera sunset, whispered you always make me happy, then went completely dark while I sailed to iOS with my best friends. 40 hours later, he sent another piece. This time the vintage love bracelet in rose gold. with a note that simply read, "Please let me keep making you happy. I can't go back to a world where you're not glowing because of me." Another queen used the exact rhythm on a finance guy who bought her the Chanel boy bag shed mentioned once 6 months earlier. She posted one mirror selfie in it, captioned nothing, then vanished for 2 days. He paid her rent for the entire year the second she resurfaced. The pendulum is everything. Drown him in pleasure, then remind him how expensive your absence feels. Over and over, until his brain permanently links your joy to his bank account and your silence to panic. You become his favorite drug and his only withdrawal symptom. From this moment forward, you never apologize for your taste. Never downplay how much you want the new collection. Never pretend you're okay with drugstore roses when you were born for long-stemmed Ecuadorians flown in overnight. You never say it's too much when he offers the private jet. You simply smile and say you always make me happy and watch him upgrade it to the bigger one just to hear it again. You walk into every room knowing your happiness is the most luxurious, most exclusive experience he will ever have the privilege to finance. You become the woman he thanks God every night he can still afford. The woman other men stare at and immediately know they lost the lottery the day they met you. You become the reason he works harder, closes bigger deals, moves money around like chess pieces, all so he can keep that glow on your face and that spoiled little moan in your voice when you open the next box. Leave "I needed this queen" in the comments if you're ready to start hearing "Make Me Happy" turn into wire transfers, surprise G-Wagons, and sold-out Birkins on your doorstep. Turn on every single notification because the next masterclass is even richer. And I'll see you at the very top, where the bags are custom, the jets are on standby, the jewelry is vintage, and the men who make it there spend the rest of their lives competing to be your favorite ATM while calling it the greatest honor of their entire existence. You were never meant to struggle. Darling, you were meant to be spoiled so rotten, the word budget forgets your name. Now go whisper those 3 words. Watch his wallet open like magic, and never close it again.